Alright, so we're back in the world of Crimson Desert, and today guys we're going to be going over my final update for Oongka. This is close to as perfect as I feel reasonably able to get to, and I really want to give you guys an update on it because it has improved drastically. Now jumping right into it, let's go over the changes and the improvements. So first off, the biggest change comes from damage increases, sustain increases, and generally the build is just a bit more defensive. So the changes on damage is the fact that we added some damage increase with consecutive attacks. What this does is very simply, as you tend to hit more and more enemies without being hit yourself, you're going to get an increased amount of damage. And seeing that our spin actually procs pretty rapidly and we hit a lot of enemies really fast, this has increased our damage quite significantly, making our damage significantly better. In addition to this, we picked up a new abyss gear called Hound's Claws, and basically what this does is when we do our spin, since it's tied to the same input as shift left click, we actually do a secondary smaller spin around it that will actually increase our damage quite significantly, kind of giving us a double spin. And once again, our damage went up quite a bit from this. And then finally, in addition to this, we added a ton of stamina siphon so that we can continue to spin. I don't want to call this build an infinite spin to win build, but it's pretty damn close. When we're facing certain enemies and bosses, we can kind of maintain our spin completely through and through. And whenever we're facing off against like enemies and mob packs, we can, absolutely destroy them. So it's not a really big deal. With that, I'm going to be giving you guys a gear update and everything that goes into the changes in this build. Let's dive right on into that. So first things first, I did want to point out, unfortunately, I don't have a ton of footage to show. I've killed just short of all bosses, as you can probably tell looking at our map. We've pretty much cleared most of Crimson Desert at this point. With only a handful of bosses and like a bunch of side missions to do. So to be quite frank, I don't have a lot of footage to show you in terms of bosses, but I will be showing like trash mobs that I killed and the stuff you've seen in the intro. So sorry about that, but just the nature of the progression. So first things first, let's talk about the changes and go over them. The biggest change is the fact that we added damage increase with consecutive attacks. As I explained in the intro, you're going to just get, I believe, 1% damage per combo. And then seeing that we have 3 of them, it's going to give us damage increase, but by that multiplier. So if we have 50, we're going to get 150% increased damage. From what I seem to think, that's how it works. Everything seems to stack that way. So that's pretty much how the build is going to be going. You're going to just get a ton of extra damage. I'm going to show you where we got these, so you can add them to your gear. So from where I am at now, I'm in Demoness. There are a few ways. There's one here. I'll have the footage somewhere in this area, but I'll have footage of it showing here. Another one is located here in Delicia. There's a waterfall here that has one just sitting in there. And then the final one is going to be over here in the Crimson Desert in the town. You just need to do the arena guy and fight him and take it out of the gloves. So that's where you're going to get all 3 of those. Pretty straightforward to get those. I don't know, they're kind of easy to get except for the fighter one, so just be wary of that. The other addition that we have here is going to be stamina siphon, and then we put Hound's Claw. Just to quickly show you, it's a little hard to notice, but whenever you spin, there's a secondary like spin to it, right? And that's the Hound's Claw. You're probably seeing in the starter footage a lot of that already. But yeah, Hound's Claw is just another additional attack. And then we got a lot of stamina siphon. Now, I don't remember what weapons have stamina siphon on it because, to be quite frank, I've gotten these super early in the game. I just took them off and put them on here. But yeah, stamina siphon, just get as many as you can. You should be able to find 3 or 4 in here. And then Hound's Claw, I'm going to quickly show you what you need to do. Basically, this one's super easy to get, fortunately. All you need to do is do the Hernadian Parish of the Solomon. And then you need to do this one, Reliquary of the Saint Senya. This is a super easy mission. I think almost anyone in this watching this video is capable of completing this mission, so it shouldn't be that hard. I believe this is a new addition to this build. Maybe I used it in a different build, but basically we make sure to add the White Lion necklace because it has 5 attack, 4 crit. So that's going to be kind of important to the build, and it's going to give us spirit regeneration because we do use a bit of spirit mainly for our enraging. So that's the other major change. Once again, I'll just show you where it's at. Going to come all the way up here to the Crimson Desert, and then right about, where was it? Right here in the turquoise rock pool. There's like a lion here. You'll see it here, legendary lion that you need to take out. Go ahead and go pick that, and then this will give you it. If you already upgraded a necklace that is of this archetype that has an attack crit component, you can just keep upgrading that. This is the one I'm using. There are other necklaces that are similar static to these. There's other necklaces that aren't similar static. The earrings, they were the same from the previous video, as well as the ring, so there was no changes here. We just can't afford to upgrade anything because we're upgrading Cliff, unfortunately. As far as runes on our gear, defense, triple defense, consecutive attacks, attack speed 3, because for those who don't know, this is a global modifier. Attack speed on your boots is global. You want to have some attack speed on this build. Damage increase with consecutive attacks, stamina siphon, hound claw, and then crit with stamina siphon. And that's pretty much the changes to the gear for the most part. I guess we can talk about the Valor Tread plate set. If you want to get this set, because it does look cool to me, it's like objectively the coolest that I've seen in the game. I know it's a little dark, but yeah, it's a really cool set. I'm gonna talk you through it because it's kind of convoluted. What you need to do is to complete House Circus, House Roberts, House Alfonso, I believe House Phoenix, and then you need to make sure you complete this one, Carnosaur's Troll Alliance. You need to complete House Grace, and then you need to complete Beggar's Alliance. After that, you're going to come back to Hernan. Basically, come over here to the Lioncrest Manor. There's going to be a guy there who's going to talk to you and he's going to give you a quest. That quest is going to be called the Legendary Animal Quest, and you just follow this simple quest line. In terms of gear, that's pretty much all that we've changed. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, just let me know down in the comments and I will try to give you information. As far as the skills go, I guess in my last video I did say something that was incorrect for Oongka. I said Raging Lightning. Well, at least the UI, it made it look like it, so it's not even a big on my part. But anyway, I said don't get pro efficiency if you're worried about stamina. The stamina drain is exactly the same. It's just the UI is just not good. Like you would think this means 60 stamina, but it's just the same amount. I just wanted to correct that so you guys don't don't have that pro efficiency. There's really no additional additions in terms of stats. Same stamina, same HP. We got a little bit more spirit, I guess. No, actually we still have the same spirit as the last time you saw this build, so pretty much the same old. Nothing really crazy here. With that, that's pretty much it for this update. If I'm being honest, I'm getting kind of close to the end of the life cycle personally for me as a creator for Crimson Desert. I pretty much completed every bit of the content that I feel comfortable with, defeated most bosses, and I think we're kind of at the point where I don't feel like farming any more gear for those characters. The other characters, I would love to do a Damien build, but I just don't have time for it, especially just farming is super annoying in the game. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. If you guys have any other suggestions you'd like to see on builds, I'm not doing Oongka or Damien anymore, just mainly Cliff. Let me know down in the comments. I'll see if I have the time to do it. We are getting ready for Pragmata. I will be covering Pragmata next, and that game's come out in like a week and a half, so we do need to focus on that. I do appreciate all you guys who have stopped by and watched the videos, supported the Crimson Desert content and coverage. Of course, would love if you guys continue to stick by. If you liked the video, make sure to have subscribed to the channel. And yeah, just like that, guys, I will probably be seeing you in the next Crimson Desert video tomorrow or the day after. Later.